everyone, Tommy from TechNexus, and thanks for joining me on this week's video. Now, I haven't touched on Advanced Steel, I think, for a while, so I thought it might be a good idea just to jump into 2022 and just kick off with some basic sort of early beginnings of a sort of a new user, what you'd sort of tend to start looking at and playing around with. And then obviously over the coming weeks, we can sort of delve deeper into a few things. But I've fired up Advanced Steel 2022 here. I've just created a new drawing. I've saved it, and this is the sort of the front end GUI that you're presented with. I like to work in this sort of this 3D isometric kind of mode. You can do it. You can sort of select which way you want to view from up here, the custom view. You can sort of work in top mode, so that's sort of looking from the top, looking sort of down, so you're the sort of the Z-axis looking down. But I like to sort of work in these sort of isometric kind of views. Excuse me. If you click on the View tab, you can also click on the View cube, and then that changes it to look sort of north to the right, which is my preferred way. But as a start, you can sort of think of it like AutoCAD, like you're still clicking point to point, but instead of obviously just drawing a line or a circle, whatever else, you're actually modeling something. Now, if I wanted to just quickly get started, I'm not going to play around with any of the draw or the grids or anything like that. I'm just going to start modeling some members in here. So the main one you're going to be playing with is this rolled I section button up the top here, but if you click on the down arrow where the words of rolled I section are, you see there's a little bit of a flyout, and it'll present itself with all the other different sections, and you can see there that if you hover your mouse over it, it comes up with all the other sections. So if I want to do CHSs, flats, round bars, squares, channels, or PFCs here, but rolled I section sort of covers the majority of the members. So if you click on the actual shape, you start that command. Now I'm going to draw from 0, 0, and you can see my mouse is sort of moving around. It's not locked in any plane. So this is sort of going to, it's not really going to show you sort of where it's going. Like you can see there's a distance at an angle sort of coming out to the right there, but if I wanted to lock it sort of heading in the north direction, I press F8, and then you can see my my ortho lock is on. Okay, now a quick way to type in a length is just sort of drag the mouse out to the sort of direction you want it to go, and then type in 5,000, for example. And if I zoom out and finish the command, I get this dialog box here. So I can pick which member sort of class, so Australian UBs, UCs, or welded beams or welded columns. If I want to do it in a different class or a library, I can click on the flyouts, and then I present it with all the other global standards. Okay, but I want to stick with Australian UBs, and I want to make it I don't know, a 310 UB40, and you can see the model actually changes. So while I'm in here as well, I can set up the positioning. So that red system line, I want to be at the top center. I don't need to put it on an angle at the moment, but I can also flick through the predefined 45-degree marks in there, or I can even type in my own 32.5, and you can see it rotates. Okay. I can also do offsets. So in the Y, I might be 100 mil in one direction and minus 100 in the other. Okay. For whatever reason, you might find that applicable to whatever you're doing. Okay. And that's about it. So now, Z, enter, E, enter to zoom extents. Excuse me. Now we have that beam. Okay. I can do normal AutoCAD commands on it, so I can copy it by a meter. Okay. And I can copy those again by 2 meters. I can do a normal AutoCAD move. I can move it up 1500 mil. Okay, so you can still use some AutoCAD commands. Okay, so what I can also do is if I was drawing a skid, for example, I can just draw some AutoCAD lines, and I'll say, let's say 2 meters by 5 meters. Okay, so then I can come back and just click on the end points of those lines, and then I get the dialog box to change them. So I can change all of them en masse. Okay, 310 UV32s. Let's go something deep. 610s, something big. Okay, so I know this is 5 meters, so then I can do the same AutoCAD command. I can copy it. Okay, and there you have it. I also like to draw in conceptual. If I wanted to sort of look at a shaded, rendered view of it, you can go up to hidden, realistic. I think shaded is another good one. I personally prefer conceptual. I don't know, it just looks nicer for me on the screen. Okay, so that's sort of really the basics. You can also, again, same thing with channels. So now that I've switched to channels, I can just come in here, excuse me, and start clicking away. Okay, so I can just snap off other points. I can sort of do whatever I need to do. I can click from there, and then I can type in PER for perpendicular, and then there you go. Okay, and then again, en masse, I can change them if I need to. If I want to just change 2 of them, I can select those 2, right-click, go to Advanced Properties, and then I can even change them all to be eye sections on the fly. So I can make those 250 UBs for whatever reason. Okay, so you can pick one section, you can double click on it to get to the dialog. You can pick 2 sections, right click, go to Advanced Properties, and get the dialog there. Okay, so hopefully that's given you enough insight into the beginnings of an advanced steel model. Have a play around with it yourself. If you need to, make comments in the comment section, feel free to do so. I'll endeavor to answer them as soon as I can. But give it a go. You're not going to break anything. If you do break the model, it is just sort of learning. Just delete it and then start again. Or if you really want to, you want to keep the same file, just go E and type in the word all, and E, enter, E for erase, enter to enter it, and type in the word all, and then you'll blow away everything, and then you can start again if you need to. But hopefully that gives you enough insight into getting started with advanced steel. As usual, leave a comment if you need it, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you next week for, let's maybe do a little bit more advanced steel. I haven't touched it for a while, but I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. See ya.